The time is 1 a.m. Beep, beep, beep. Endlich ist meine Pizza fertig. Mein Gott, lang genug gedauert. Detective, we made it. Whew, what a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Hey! You said it, pal. Must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double check? Oh, ja, habe ich mir gemerkt, die Nummer. Ja, hier, ja, genau, ja. Fancy. Ah! We've been had! Salutations! Out front, guards! Turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ist das Max? Der Jude Max. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. Nee, es ist der Clown in Maxes Kostüm. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ah. Man hört ihn nicht mehr. Er ist auf dem Mond jetzt. Okay. Cool. Nice. Ich glaube, Fall ist gelöst. Er ist erstickt. Denn er ist auf dem Mond. Also, kein Grund zur Sorge. Alles in Ordnung. October 11. 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Wir sind back, baby. Zurück im Office. Endlich. Als Phoenix Wright. Und die Maya ist auch am Start. Hey, Nick. Get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? Can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? What do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are... Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster? Treasure exhibition. The Sacred Urn. Corain Village. Lordly Taylor. Ah ja. Der ganze Text, den ich lesen kann. Und ein Bild von Maya. Und eine dicke, fette Vase. Die so nicht zusammenhalten sollte. Rein physikalisch. Hätte ich jetzt mal so rein laienhaft gesagt. Aber ist okay. I am. Also, ja. Wie geht das Sprichwort? Ich bin... Keine Ahnung. Corain Village, isn't that... That's right, it's our hometown, Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Very funny, you can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Corain exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Say Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Faye. The younger sister of Mia Faye, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. Achso, sie. Nee, Maya. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then... I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, what are you calling shady? This little girl is Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin, and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Und der Stein. Der krasse. Crane Village is the home of the mysterious Crane channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Crane School of Channeling's master. Yes. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright. After Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure Exhibit Poster. Poster for the Treasures of Crane Exhibit. Ist das, was wir gerade gesehen haben? Moment, wichtigere Dinge zu tun. Alles angucken. Ja, ist es. Gut. Also. 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor Main Exhibit Hall. Also Lordly Taylor ist das Museum oder so. The city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Oder das. Treasure Exhibit, huh? I have to admit I'm pretty impressed. Oh. Okay. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. Hey, it all depends on how you display it. Ow! They even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Faye Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess you should go and say hello. Aber erst alles angrapschen. I think I remember this old folding screen here. Pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. Ist das Loch noch da? That murder case that happened in Crane Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The 6-leaf Crane Sacred Writings folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? Ich sehe aber kein Loch. Na, schwaches Detail, wenn es überhaupt das gleiche ist. Was haben wir hier? Just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age. No wonder nobody likes museums. Wir haben ja eine Nachbildung. Oh, Mr. Maya, look, I can't believe it. Ah, it's so cute. It's a little diorama of Crane Village. Yeah, look at that. Somehow it seems to reek of deariness. Oh, Mr. Maya, it's our house. It even says Faye Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. Kinda want to add a famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. Können wir nicht lesen. Wir sind nicht in der Lage, Wörter zu lesen. Diesen Skill müssen wir erst leveln. Hier ist einfach ein Kissen. Geil. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I bet it would really take your breath away. Ah, yeah. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. Haben wir das nicht schon gehabt damals? I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time. Ah, yeah, I saw it. Okay. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Okay, I guess that's it. Ja, dann... Moment. Ich bin irgendwie gerade... Achso, ich bin ja eben... Hab mich gerade gewundert, warum kann ich den nicht moven? So. Es ist eine Weile her, seit wir eine Investigation hatten, ne? Also ein paar Monate. Basement Warehouse. Alles klar. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright.
This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Ah! A monster, you were right.
A monster? Oh. Adrian.
Good evening. It's good to see you again.
I know you.
Ha! Nice to see you again too, little miss. Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you too. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you.
Adrian sure has changed since we last met.
So, this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here.
Okay. Na dann talken wir doch mal ein bisschen drüber. Über dich.
It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman?
Why are you freaking out on me?
What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further.
Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago.
You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case?
Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? Yeah. After that, I quit being a manager and started this job.
Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us.
No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful.
Whew, that's a relief. Alright, what about this place? I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring.
Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Whoa! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Yes, I did. That's really wonderful.
So, this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh?
Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. Security guards are all very highly trained as well.
That sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making? Können wir nicht fragen. Alles klar, dann, können wir noch irgendwo anders moven? Nee. Wir gucken uns doch mal die Chosen an hier. Tür können wir auch nicht öffnen. Wir haben unsere Finger verloren. Wir haben eine Kamera. Security camera. Trained on the warehouse door. Okay. Also, hat ein paar mehrere Türen, aber ich nehme mal an, hier das Main Gate dort drüben.
It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say.
Und ein richtig alter iMac oder was auch immer. Nee, wie hießen die früher? Keine Ahnung. This computer, it looks like it's hooked up to a security camera above.
And that means what?
The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what.
I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff.
Sieht richtig Hightech aus. Ja, wobei, sieht nach Wireless aus, ne? Also, ja, schon. Brr. Dann gucken wir uns mal das Schild an. Looks like a part of a big signboard and all I can read on is the burr.
I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburgers.
Why would anyone write hamburger that big?
Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something?
Kinda doubt it.
I've got it. Maybe it said spaghetti.
Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Warum soll es Spaghetti? Anyway, it says bird. There's no way it could be spaghetti.
Well, maybe it was a typo. It might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think?
Okay, to me, besides spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Alright, was haben wir denn hier noch? Hier ist nix, ne? Hier haben wir gar nichts mehr, ne? Habe ich ja schon geguckt, glaube ich, ne? Ja. Dann sollen wir die Leiter anklicken? Na gut.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Ja, no clues here. Sicher? Guck nochmal nach. Ja? Okay. Lass mich nur... Okay, ja. Ist so... Maybe? Okay.
Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there?
Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. Ach so, das hier ist gar nicht der storeroom. Okay. Can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there.
Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel.
Why are you telling me that? Ja, du hast richtig Bock da reinzugehen, ich sehe schon. Oh, guck mal, eine Tür in der Tür. Fancy. Ja, hier steht's nochmal. Aber wir können ja nicht lesen. Ork. Annie. Alles klar. Und was ist das hier? Ist das Blut da drunter?
Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Army, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Army Faye. The statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning.
Army Faye's golden statue. A statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique is holding the Shichishito. Right. Okay. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Ach, Phoenix. Ist doch klar, das ist das Shichishito. Mensch. Du unkultivierter Bastard. Nicht kultiviert. Kultureller. Egal, ich bin selber einer.
Don't ask me, how should I know?
Well, you are the future master, right?
Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Korean Shishito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp.
Oh, phooey. Okay.
I wanted to cut something.
What are you eyeing me for? Okay.
Oh, look, it's already 8 p.m. Have you all eaten yet?
Well, actually,
I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Haha, Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then?
Ich wollte da noch mehr angucken. Was ist mit dem Blut unter dem Karren? Naja. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. Oh no.
Wright and Co. law offices. Nick, this is terrible.
What the? Oh.
What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief the Mask. The Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet.
Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think...
Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by the Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The green Sacred Urn was stolen.
What? Okay. Das ist die vercrackte Vase, ne? Refresh my memory a little. What's this Sacred Urn?
It's only the most important treasure in Grain Village, that's all. Look, it's right there on this poster.
Yes.
Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely the soul of Mystic Army Faye, the founder of Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Army written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly?
Well...
well... there are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick?
Right. Die hat die Vase ja kaputt gemacht. That's right. Phoenix erzählt es für mich, Dankeschön. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Korean Village, Maya's hometown. The Sacred Urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. Okay, one of the treasures of Korean Village, supposedly priceless. It looks like a plain old pot. Was es wahrscheinlich auch ist. So, diggen wir doch mal noch ein bisschen deeper. Last year's incident.
Ah, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything.
1 year ago, the murder in Korean Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. And this urn would wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Key piece of evidence? War das nicht eher der Schlüssel? Welcher der Schlüssel war zum Fall? Naja.
Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn.
Jetzt hast du es selber gesagt. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Army on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts, spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong and now instead of Army it says I am. Can't believe no one's noticed this until now. A whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
Alright, what to do? Okay, toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean?
What you... Mr. Nick! Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you?
Well, I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The village is Mystic Maya, and she's the future master of the Korean School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't.
Okay, I do. So, what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the Sacred Urn back.
But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer.
It has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved mystic Maya.
Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So, what's the name of this bad guy again?
Mask the Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask the Mask.
Okay. Aber erstmal hier nochmal Charlie nach all den Monaten. Mal gucken, wie es ihm noch geht. Charlie, quite decorative plant. When she was alive. Achso, ich dachte gerade, wenn Charlie alive war. Oh. Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. It must be nice to be a plant being able to just sit in the sun and photosynthesize.
Hey, Nick, no time for daydreaming. That's right, Mr. Nick, no time for daydreaming.
Oh man, until I find that urn, they're not gonna give me a second of peace. Ja, aber wir müssen uns ja mal wieder informieren, wie es aussieht hier. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it, a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and said she cried all night too. Which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I have to check it out one of these days. Es muss ein richtig guter Film sein, immer was anderes. Dann würde ich mal sagen, hey, guck dir mal hier das hier an. So, what do you think about this?
What about it, Pearly? I'm not certain what you think, Mr. Nick.
Maybe 3 heads aren't better than 1. Okay, also kein Special Text für den Badge. Was ist mit dem hier?
Oh, hey, it's my Magatama. So what do you think, Nick? Isn't it neat?
Sure is. Being able to peek into people's minds is definitely a nice advantage.
What? How do you do that?
What do you mean? You gave me this thing.
Well, I knew Pearly put some sort of spiritual power into it, but I had no idea that it let you do something as cool as that.
Some future leader you are.
Next time you use it, let me know, okay? I want to see it into people. I want to see into people's minds too.
Okay. Ich noch ein bisschen mehr Text kriegen.
You know, even I didn't know this statue existed until a little while ago.
Didn't Agent say it's from a Faye branch family's training hall or something?
Yes, there are actually a lot of training halls scattered all over the country. Hidden away deep in desolate mountains.
Why does it always have to be desolate mountains? Is this thing really all that valuable? Looks kinda, well, chunky if you ask me.
But it's got the soul of Mystic Harmony, the founder of our channeling technique.
So how much do you think you could get for it?
What? Sell the Sacred Urn? You know, I never thought about that. Hey Pearly, make a note of that. Ways to save money, tip 109. Sell treasures whenever possible. Whenever possible, check.
Somehow I think Maya's going to be searching for a buyer a long time. Alrighty then, let's move it. Exhibition hall. Lordly Taylor.
Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
It doesn't look like anything has been disturbed.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy.
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. Was heißt hier, oh no? Yes, please. Gumshoe.
It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives?
No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here?
Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here already?
Alright, we got it.
Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Please.
Hello, it's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. There's a good chance for you to try to remember it, right?
If it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick.
Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah. Good to see you again too, I guess. Okay, Gumshoe. What happened?
Mr. Detective Dick.
Ich will das nicht in der Stimme sagen.
Can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
Well, the criminal's name is Mask the Mask.
I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that?
Well, I guess I sorta kinda owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
The scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh?
So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swell head, thinking that he's an ace detective.
Ace detective?
Well? So why do we call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask the Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that is impressive, all by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our man on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Okay. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask the Mask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask the Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Okay. Sometimes he appears as art. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. Okay. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask the Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn?
Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So what's this calling card? Here it is, but don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Mask the Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Okay. Sent before a heist. The emblem is top secret.
That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat
someday or so. Thanks, I guess. Alright, then I would say, gehen wir uns die ganze Chose angucken. Noch mehr Blut. Ich glaube eher, es ist Farbe, weil das sind Farbeimer. Aber egal. Basement Warehouse. Oh nein, das Schwert.
No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills.
That's probably because it's air conditioned to protect art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Oh god. I am afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Shh, silence!
Was ist mit deiner Nase falsch?
Now I see, it's all becoming clear.
What do you see?
Savari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lord, a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
Yikes, that's scary. How did you know that?
How, you say? Universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is At Me. Look at me. Alright, look at me. Ace, detective.
Oh,
Hi.
don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of.
The name is Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Title Drop. Erste Mal, als der Titel gedroppt wurde. Glaube ich.
I'm Maya Faye, spirit medium. And I'm Pearl Faye. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and spirit medium. Ace apprentice.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Kenne ich natürlich das Sprichwort. Not. Ace Detective. So you really are famous, as you say. No, of course. For a lawyer you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. Alter, diese Nase, die wird doch immer länger. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Mask the Mask's arch enemy. Arch wird glaube ich ausgesprochen, ne? Nicht Arc, oder? Arch enemy? The Ace Detective, look at me. At this moment there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted this very latest loathsome larceny. I returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Mask the Mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news, in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible tour as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise.
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask the Mask, and keep it simple, please.
Think about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious... I see. Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordly Taylor? Naturally, wherever the mask goes, you will find At Me laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps, more like the mask out eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. Well, I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Probably. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received a request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Mask the Mask's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, our worst premonitions were realized.
A calling card arrived, right?
Yes, so ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him, alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let the mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Concealed?
Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. Oh. To fool your enemy, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the Sacred Urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. Somehow he seriously messed up his own stakeout. He's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though no one came through these doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose?
That's just not possible. Na dann, schauen wir uns doch die ganze Sache mal an. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich die Sachen hier nochmal... Ja doch, vielleicht kriegen wir ein bisschen Zusatztext. So, Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. What do you mean? This criminal's an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Adme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Adme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask the Mask. What do I do now?
Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know?
I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Okay, das hier. Okay. Darf ich wohl nicht angucken. Ja. Kann ich ihn dann jetzt vielleicht was anderes fragen oder so? Nee. Also darf ich, anders gesagt, nichts angucken oder wie? Okay, warte, dann präsentieren wir erstmal ein paar Sachen. Die Urne. Do not fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn.
Thank you, Detective Adme. I'm counting on you.
The final round between Detective Luke Adme and Mask the Mask is set to begin. Still, there's something funny about this guy.
Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist.
Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy? No thanks. Mask the Mask's calling card. It got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from an arch rival. I am surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer and an ace spirit medium and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I... Oh, God. Huch. If I really want this guy to like us ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you two are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure I would... Yeah, that's right. We're going to find the Sacred Urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. My office is Earthly Delights, the Atomy Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Bling. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay? Alrighty. Now done. That pathetic-looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had a sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? Also, so schlecht sieht doch gar nicht aus. What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the whiny way of Faye Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe I'd have been better if Mask the Mask had taken the box too. Ja, das ist auch super Box, Alter. Okay, das Schwertchen. Wow, this is awesome. What did Mrs. Andrews say it was called again? Shichishito. It's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Und ich nehme an die Spitze. Ja. Passt. Or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword, wasn't Mystic Army holding it last night? Ah! And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. Sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Ah, I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Adme smashed Mask the Mask with it. Like this. Ouch! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair! Okay, ceremonial sword wasn't bent before the crime. Aber Dings, der Luke Adme hat er nicht gesagt, er hat ihn gar nicht erst gesehen, Mask the Mask. Von daher hat er es wahrscheinlich nicht benutzt. Gucken wir uns doch mal den Computer an, den Computer. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. That's such a cute name. Looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. Someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap that detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. You might even find a photo of Mask the Mask.
Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos.
I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick.
Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway.
I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Okay, camera data. The warehouse camera went off once at around 1 AM on the night of the crime. Okay, maybe Mask the Mask? Oder Look at Me. Wahrscheinlich. Security Camera, ja, kennen wir. Ja.
Security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Like this.
Oh, ich will das Scary Face sehen. Brr, die Burgers. Now let's slide smoothly hier rüber. Okay, gucken wir uns mal das hier an. It says Organi.
No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters.
Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess.
Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh?
Dankeschön.
The statue of Mystic Army is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office.
Hey, it's a Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me?
Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
The statue of Mystic Army. Was this where it was last night? Ah!
Pearls here, MVP.
Pretty sure it was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin.
So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Moved the night of the crime, yes. Alright.
Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here.
I didn't do that.
Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint has already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick.
Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of this stain.
Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be.
I think it is the box. Ja, nämlich auch Farbe da dran. Okay, also es wurde schon ein paar Tage lang verschüttet. Und die Box ist da drin eingraviert. Und da war vorher die Statue vorhin da drüber, deshalb hat es niemand außer wir, Adler-Äuglein, sehen können. Das heißt, die Box ist... War das vorhin schon so? Das weiß ich nicht. Die Box ist wahrscheinlich auch in der Nacht da irgendwie reingefallen. Alright, dann... Ach ja, die Tür haben wir vergessen.
Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there?
Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. You can see lots of big boxes. Ja, haben wir glaube ich schon. I guess that's where they're keeping the Sacred Urn. Remember, Maya. Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Okay. I guess wir sind hier fertig. Gut. Reden können wir auch nicht. Dann moven wir mal zurück.
Hey Nick, your cell phone's ringing.
Beep. Hello, Phoenix Wright here.
It's me, Gumshoe.
Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny?
I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him?
Are you saying you captured Mask the Mask? Bingo! Well, actually he surrendered, but I still got him.
Mask the Mask surrendered?
That's great, so when can we come and pick up the Sacred Urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you.
What? Something wrong?
Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime?
The detention center?
He wants to talk to you, Mask the Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon.
The detention center, huh? Okay. Oder wir gehen zu AdMe. Ich würde aber sagen, wir gehen erstmal ins Detention Center. Wahrscheinlich erstmal hier nach Hause. Lalalala, und dann ins Detention Center. October 12th, Detention Center, Visitors Room.
Hey pal, welcome to the detention center.
You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you?
Yep, after all we got Mask the Mask.
Right, but so where's the Sacred Urn?
Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick. He is?
If you think about it real hard, we are the victims.
Well, I guess so, in a way.
I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person, cause we're always on murder cases.
Excuse me.
But anyway, I have to get the Sacred Urn back.
Please, don't just ignore me. Oh, hi.
Who are you?
I am Mask the Mask. Okay.
Hey Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly?
I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask the Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paperback. Hi? So, you're the Mask guy. Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes, and sort of no, if you know what I mean.
What's wrong?
Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled Mask the Mask, it's actually Mask the Mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that, don't look at me like that, I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby too. So, why did you give yourselves up? Well, you see, it's because, well...
I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right?
Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes, what is it? Could you go talk to Desi?
Desi?
So, who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that. Oh, your wife?
I guess she must be his wife.
I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout?
Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout?
Oh, sorry, naturally. I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment actually. Palazzo Palpepe, 3rd floor.
Let's go have a look, Nick, to Mask the Mask's hideout.
Something tells me he just likes the sound of the word hideout. Okay, was ist mit der Urne?
Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it?
I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really would. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people.
Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear what you just said, especially the last part.
Mr. Damask, could you, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir, I will, I promise, maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything.
Mr. Damask, about the urn.
Oh, yes, the urn, right away. Or, actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Enough already, just tell it to us straight.
Please, please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it.
What?
What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes or no? Maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know.
What? You forgot our sacred urn on the train?
Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting.
Are you really sure this creep is Mask the Mask?
Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. Okay. Kann ich dir was geben? Ja, guck mal, deine Karte. Kannst du sie zurückhaben. Oh, that's Mask the Mask calling card. Warum sagst du Mask the Mask und nicht my calling card? Pretty nice looking, huh?
He looks so happy.
I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. Well, I guess you could call theory a type of business. Okay. I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble.
If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place.
But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. Or, that's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same.
Sure seems sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart?
Alright. Da können wir ihm noch was anderes geben. Naja, nicht wirklich, oder? Macht zumindest keinen Sinn. Ich würde sagen, wir moven zu Mask the Masks Hideout. Wir müssen ja mit Desi sprechen. Seiner Wife. Die Waifu. Oktober 12. Mask the Mask Hideout. Sieht eher wie ein Spielzeugladen. Wow. Check this place out.
No doubt about it. This is Mask the Mask's hideout, alright?
Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Hi. Huh? Wie ist er wieder Frauenmensch?
Who are you people?
Are you Desi Delight?
That's right, I'm Desiree. Ah. Oh, you must be the lawyer. And the victim?
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Faye, and this is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney at Law. Nicky Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie.
Well, you're welcome. Would you really call me Nicky Boy? I don't mind. About your husband.
Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though.
A bit?
By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at the law office now.
Remind me not to watch the channel's news program.
After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned.
I see.
My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me, I stole that urn, he kept saying, and as if it was even possible.
Huh?
But are you saying he didn't?
Of course he didn't.
Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know...
Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Desiree Delight.
Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along my bike, with my bike, going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that depends on how you ride it.
I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways.
Okay. Okay. Other ways? Ah, okay. Ja, natürlich. Wir wollen ja hier nicht rein interpretieren.
Yes, money. Ronnie's incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike and that's so fast it would make her head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ronnie's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin.
Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife.
So, where does Mr. Delight get all his money from? Ronnie's a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
I don't think it works that way. He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night?
What time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right?
Yes. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. Can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of the night. but when I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically, he's got no alibi. Okidoki. Können wir dir was präsentieren? Die Calling Card zum Beispiel. So what do you know about this?
No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret, don't you remember?
Oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did.
Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else.
Okay, ich glaube, macht irgendwie nichts Sinn. Vielleicht noch die Urne.
Oh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lord Taylor with these types of things.
Maya looks so happy. She's lit up like a 1000-watt bulb.
Terrific. You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Yeah.
Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. Okay, wir gucken uns hier mal die Sachen an. Also, obviously, Mask the Mask.
It's Mask the Mask.
There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck.
Let me see that.
Click. Ah! I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ah!
I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick?
There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here.
Dark and cover. It's a missile. Did you know there's dynamite in missiles?
But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well made toys.
What are those rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of Mazarian stone, the great albatross strategy. Theft of the immortal goddess statue, the great knuckle bomber strategy.
Did the police even investigate this place? Oh, guck mal, es ist doch Dingens, Oldbags. Komischer Alien-Rucksack. This thing looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, I know, it's a fishbowl. Well, an upside down one anyway.
I think it's a helmet, an alien helmet.
And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it.
I think that's a transceiver, an alien transceiver.
Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit?
Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new lol. 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 Sugar ballon.
Oh, that's cute. It's called hot air balloon, you know?
Wow, there's no fooling you.
I want to make my own balloon now. I can get you right in it, Nick.
That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is Mask the Mask. Oh. Oder das Emblem ist einfach nicht top secret. Better not tell Maya, she gets kinda scary when it comes to celebrities. Einfach, ja, Torpedo. Wer kennt's nicht?
Nick, it's a torpedo.
It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real.
Why could you have picked up something like this?
Please don't say that. Torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. Können wir eigentlich die Rakete hier anschauen? Nee. Bücher? There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves.
Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them.
Let's see here. Note, must remember this. This thief's way of laughing, very useful. Note, a card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. Okay. Okay. Können wir dir nicht mehr talken und präsenten können wir dir auch nichts. Warum sind wir jetzt nochmal hierher gekommen? Excuse me, but would you take a look at this?
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea. Guess I just don't get out enough.
Ah ja. Das können wir ja auch nur gebrauchen, wenn jemand lügt. Ja, nee, ne. I guess. Wir moven mal zurück. Wir gehen auch mal kurz ins Detention Center. Vielleicht. Nee, ne. Was hätte ich gesagt? Okay. Dann gehen wir hier mal in die Add Me Detective Agency. Da waren wir noch nicht. Add Me Detective Agency. This is a detective agency? Looks more like a set of some B-grade horror movie.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Looks like nobody's home.
Oh, what a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento.
Don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later. Try back later. Alright. Gucken wir uns das Zeug hier noch an.
Hey, Nick, what's this thing here?
It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used them to listen to music.
You can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on. What do you say?
Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. Hier, sehr schönes Foto. What a creepy painting. It's like he... Bild. Nicht Foto. It's like he's looking right at me. Ha, haha.
Maybe you should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet.
I think I prefer something a bit more dignified. So, ich finde das eine gute Idee.
Wow, it's a huge hearth.
That's a fireplace.
So, what's the difference?
Das haben wir auch schon. That's one impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books.
My life as an ace detective, unabridged edition, by Look At Me, Ace Detective.
Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies.
Ah, would you look at that? There's a little Look At Me doll at the helm. How cute.
There's a microscope here too. I wonder if he was researching something. The glass slides have different names on them.
This one says, At Me Virus. This guy's just dying to make a name for himself, huh?
It's getting kind of irritating, actually. His desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment.
Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen.
No, not carbon, oxygen and hydrogen.
Oh, well, there are always alternative theories, I guess.
By alternative theories, you mean the ones you make up inside that head of yours. Alrighty. Nothing else? Vielleicht die Notizen hier? Nö. Schöne Teller. Okay, das war's. Ja gut, drehen wir eine Runde, gehen wir zurück in die Exhibition Hall, ins Basement. Nix. Wir haben alles hier erkundet, oder? Ich gucke nochmal. Aber hier ist wohl definitiv nix, oder? Haben wir hier was übersehen eigentlich? Nö, ne? Huch. Das haben wir beides angeguckt, genau. Hier haben wir hoffentlich auch alles angeguckt. Yo. Okay, hier haben wir nix. Move. Hier haben wir eigentlich schon alles angeguckt gehabt. Das muss ich jetzt nicht nochmal angucken. Ist sogar noch markiert. Das ist gut. Dann gehen wir nochmal. Ja, wir müssen, glaube ich, was mit Ron und Desi erstmal beenden. Aber was soll ich denn hier präsenten? Ich präsente einfach mal alles durch hier, ne? What do you think about this? So, what do you think? Dann das Magatama. Auch nicht. Also irgendwie macht doch gar nichts Sinn. Ja, das hatten wir schon. Okay, dann das hier. Auch nicht. Ja, das hatten wir schon. Ich dödel. Ja, sehr gut. Das hat mir schon gezeigt. Dann das hier auch nicht. Was übersehe ich hier? Ja gut, ich meine, ich soll ja mit Desi reden, aber bei Desi war ja auch nicht wirklich was Neues gekommen. Ich meine, getalkt haben wir. Ich habe mir alles angeguckt. Okay, dann präsente ich ein paar Sachen. Das hier. Nope. Das hier. Oh. Okay, das haben wir auch schon. Ja, genau, bla bla bla. Das hatten wir auch schon. Dann das hier. Okay, also da kommt hier gar nichts. Hä? Bin ich dumm? Habe ich jetzt nicht alles gemacht? Kann ich hier noch moven? Nee, ne? Habe ich hier was übersehen? Oh! Ich dödel. Ich habe komplett vergessen, ich kann ja noch die Profiles. Och. Okay, ja, die Profiles habe ich total vergessen. Dann drücken wir bei ihr Mask the Mask. Mr. Light, you must know, right? About your husband and Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep, what? Huh? Biggest fan? Yes, Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute, did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask the Mask. What? What are you talking about? Ah, jetzt. Jetzt gerät der Hubel ins Rollen. So. When did Ron first become Mask the Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Mask the Mask. Huh? But wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Mask the Mask's hideout. Nee, Phoenix is not Zimmer. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout would look like this. It's because Ronnie's so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Mask the Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Ja, würde zumindest Sinn machen, dass dieser Schlappschwanz kein Meisterdieb ist. Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? He has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Mask the Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had a feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Mrs. Delight. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Okay, there's here is a letter addressed to her husband, Ron Delight. Apparently contains something important. Alrighty, da haben wir es doch. Hey there. Ich hab da was für dich. Oh, that's right, here. This is from your wife. Oh, from Tessie. Thank you. Better give him to Mask the Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. Just clutching onto that letter so hard, the ink is going to be squeezed out. He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes. In the letter that Tessie wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow.
Hang on a second, he can't be your lawyer.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Mask the Mask guy.
Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it.
She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband.
Well, that's true. Or actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading. Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Ja, also, wir sind ja hier Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, also, let's do it. Well, Mr. Delight, I have decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will?
Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him.
Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you.
Pearls?
Can't believe you defended this person after what he did to Mystic. I'll never forgive you ever. Wah.
But Pearly, wait. This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you could have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya, where's Pearls?
She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you?
And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case?
Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you.
I think I'm going to cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it.
Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road.
Okay, wir können nicht mit ihm reden. Das wäre eigentlich noch wichtig gewesen, aber okay. Na gut. Hi, können wir mit dir noch? Nee, okay. Na dann, gehen wir zurück zu AdMe. Da hat sich nichts getan. Alles klar. Na dann, gehen wir ins Office. Stimmt, wir sollen ja nachher sehen.
Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh, hey Pearls, you're back too, I see.
I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it.
Hey, Pearls?
Looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center.
Ja, es war literally 1 Minute zuvor. Ich hab's nicht vergessen.
Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls?
Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet.
Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned it this morning.
Too late.
This may be a good time for me to ask about her. Yeah. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when the murder happened at Crane Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met.
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
Yeah, we know. Hey Maya, I always thought it was because she was young, but... But what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me.
Huh? There's something you need to understand.
What is it?
It's kind of like a Crane Village custom, sort of.
Ah, yeah.
There are hardly any men in Crane Village.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited.
Pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. But our spiritual powers run very strong in the Faye family.
Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, we know all that.
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit a spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Korean village kinda revolves around its women.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages.
Oh?
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearl's father...
He's gone. He left the village when she was very young.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
Huh. Okay. Pearl seems to love you a lot.
Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearl is my...
Oh yeah. Yeah, you did this, Phoenix. But you had to. I remember now Pearl's mother, Morgan Faye. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. Mit ihrem geilen Kerzenwachsbecher.
So, you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me too.
Hiya.
My mother's gone too.
So, your mother's still missing?
Yeah, no one has any idea where she is.
Maya's mother, Misty Faye, the current master of the Korean channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing.
Ja, ansonsten könntest du sie einfach channeln, ne?
And if her mother doesn't come back, then what? Then, according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master.
Mystic Maya, the master of the Korean technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Faye main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't you go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around in the office.
Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I acted like a baby.
Because you are a baby. Pearls.
I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick?
Yes?
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said.
Oh, it's okay, I'm the one.
Well, I'm going out now for a little bit.
Huh? Where are you going?
I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm going to show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence.
Hey, wait a... she sure runs fast.
Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay?
Yeah. Alright. Dann können wir jetzt wahrscheinlich die Add-Me... Nope. Okay. Dann gehen wir mal hier hin. Nee, okay, dann gehen wir mal hier hin. Nope. Dann gehen wir mal... können wir hin? Hallo, ich möchte gerne... Ich möchte gerne in die Ausstellung. Da. Okay. Lord Taylor Main Exhibition Hall.
Maya. Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn.
Please, calm down. What's wrong?
It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay though. I know that I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn.
You are what?
Hold on, just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down and talk to us. Forgive me.
It's okay. So when did you get the calling card from Mask to Mask?
Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but the detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Atme to help with security? Yes, in fact it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police.
So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived?
Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches.
So that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse.
Yes, Lolly Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying bring it on to any potential thieves.
Well, he sure brought it last night and even left with a nice souvenir.
Can you tell us a bit about security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called this paltry little collection of a treasure exhibit anyway.
Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object.
Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero.
Zero?
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Army. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Korean. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Mask to Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible.
Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Okay, weißt du Bescheid über das Foto? Miss Andrews?
I know, it's all my fault. But what's done is done. I'll make it up by making a new hair for you.
I'm just wasting my time. She's far too gone. Okay, können wir dir die Calling Card noch zeigen? Nee, okay. Vielleicht das hier? Nee, okay, wir können dir gar nichts zeigen. Aber mein Badge kannst du dir angucken. Nee, okay. Die ist beschäftigt. Okay, na dann gucken wir uns doch nochmal um. Ja, gut. Das war's mit umgucken. Ja, können wir jetzt in die Erdbeerdetektive eigentlich? Ja. Okay. Dann haben wir alles wohl erledigt.
Hello?
Well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh! Silence. Precisely as I expected.
What is?
Savari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct?
I think we've already been through this.
So my estimation was correct. Savari, how truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? I don't know, actually. Night of the crime. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my arch enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey.
I heard you've been after Mask to Mask since his very first theft.
Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel The Tear of Ammonon. Das sieht ganz schick aus. Ja, I first encountered the museum's sacred hall, the crime scene itself.
So, that's why you were hired as a security for the treasure exhibit.
I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordly Taylor and set up the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera.
But I thought you were watching the area yourself too. So how did Mask the Mask manage to steal the urn?
That's the $1 question. What is the mask's modus operandi? Ja, dann gucken wir doch mal.
There's something that's kind of bothering me.
Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers, wandering alone in the dark.
Well, I was wondering how Mask the Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know?
Now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Mask the Mask. Aha! What the? It's a Cyclock!
Cyclock?
Stimmt, Maya hat's noch gar nicht gesehen, ne?
Hey Nick, what is this Cyclock thing?
Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are.
What? This Magatama has that kind of power?
Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year.
Well, it's true that this Magatama surprised Faye Bloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do.
This is the woman that's going to take over the Korean channeling school someday.
So, how do you do it? How do you break the Cyclock thing?
Well, you present the Magatama to the person with secret.
Cool, I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out.
Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Aber erst noch hier, ne?
Mr. Atomy, did you know about the Sacred Urn?
I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask the Mask. Urn? That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Mask the Mask stole this time? I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons?
I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. Okay, na dann, let's try. Wir sind, glaube ich, so ziemlich am Ende angelangt. Gibt es wahrscheinlich nichts mehr zu investigaten, von daher, let's go. Detective Abney, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Mask the Mask commit the crime. Well, now I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Abney guy is lying through his teeth. I know, I show him some proof. Detective Abney, I have here proof that someone went through that door last night. Ja, das ist ja simple enough. The camera data. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Abney, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. A reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've just got the piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see the mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time was because you were fast asleep using the bathroom unconscious. Würde ich ausschließen, unconscious. Ja, vielleicht angegriffen, ne? I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence. Ja, wahrscheinlich mit dem Schwertchen, ne? Das ist ja gebogen. Das hat irgendetwas hart gehittet. Vielleicht dein Köpfchen. Oder dein Riesenzinken. Detective Adme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Adme, could be knocked unconscious so easily? And this sword proves it. That's... Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Faye. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. Naja, also... Gibt vielleicht noch ein paar andere Szenarios, aber okay. Ist eine Möglichkeit zumindest. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by the sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. I can't deny there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber, what an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The cow was struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No. The coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch, Mr. Adme should have his poor head examined. You can say that again. How could you have underestimated the thief that badly? Okay, Shido updated. The mask knocked Adme out during the crime with a blow to the back of the head. Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. What? That Adme's the greatest detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Mask the Mask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Mask the Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief, taken by the security camera. Alright, that's him. Mask the Mask. Photo of storeroom entrance, taken by the camera on the night of the crime. Moment, kann ich das nochmal angucken? Also, er hat hier die Box in der Hand, das ist wahrscheinlich die Box mit der Urne. Und der Fleck dort hat bereits diese Form von der Box schon drin. Strange, aber an der Box ist keine Farbe. Okay. Okay. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal Mask the Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate.
But how would you know about that?
Have you forgotten? We're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me. Well, I guess we better take a look, just in case. A green envelope. Okay. Oh yeah.
Hey, Nick. Remember what Detective Abney said?
Ja, es war gerade eben. Green envelope, huh?
Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th. Bring $50,000. 50,000?
This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, alright. Written with a fountain pen, found in Ron's room. Ding dong.
Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take it but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you.
When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself.
Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee.
Oh, really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Ach, noch irgendwer? Bitte keine Frau.
Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest.
Ah! You're... Nick, it's you! I'm Maya too! What a fluke!
Larry! Long time no see.
What? You know each other? Nicky boy? Nick! Do you and this girl have, you know, something going on? Something? You mean what I underestimated you, Nick? A gorgeous lady like this. And married too! Way to go, dude! I knew it. Just when things can get worse, it's time to cue in the butts. Okay, Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. It was your very first client. We've got quite the storied history, he and I. Well, we used to say, still rings true, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Okay. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here.
So, you two are childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on all times. I'm going to go check on my bike.
Alright. Eine Stimme weniger. Puh, Dankeschön. Nice girl, that Desi. So, how have you been, Nick? Ich habe keine Ahnung mehr, wie seine Stimme... Ich habe eh keine Ahnung, wie irgendeine Stimme noch ging. Außer meine eigene. Too busy if you really want to know. Okay, Larry Butts. Und ich sehe, du hast eine schicke Uniform an. So, what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. What's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Es sieht doch gut aus. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Huh? What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again. Well, you know, Bennifer? Bennifer? Ist das ein Name? I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom, and my whole life changed. Bennifer, Caddy Tom, I never heard either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me, can you believe?
Well, actually... Anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure.
Women, they're so... Oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. Now, why are you here? So what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet, found by Larry at his part-time security job's company building, night of the crime. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I know it, there's his pictures in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick, it's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Mr. Light. So, you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. The chicks just love a guy in a uniform, you know? Security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning? On the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure, here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. Hard. It's the keycard for the security company. See, it's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you are working part-time as a security company. As a security company, wow. That's right, why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about his keycard. Found inside Ron's wallet, apparently used for the building of his part-time job. Okay, dann fragen wir ihn doch mal. Ach so, wir können ihn nicht fragen. Whoops. Ja, dann fragen wir ihn. So, you're sure about this keycard? Yep, that's the keycard we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. Oh, sheesh. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. It leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data! Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. Times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Okay, opens the KB Security CEO's office. Leaves a record when used. Okay. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious! You know what I was interested in? Mask the Mask doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. Yeah, okay. I think that's all. Vielleicht ist jetzt wieder da. Nee. Kann ich dir sonst noch was geben? Was hat das nochmal geheißen? Ah ja, hier, KB Security. Genau. If you don't want to your true identity revealed, come to KB Security. Don't take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Kannst du mir darüber was sagen? Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000, I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This Blackmail Letter, oh, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Nice. Was sent to Ron Delight. Kann man diese Meldungen eigentlich ausschalten? Ich werde immer abgelenkt davon. Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yes, so what? That's where I've got the part-time job, at KB Security. What? Wussten wir doch schon. It's like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. Okay. KB Security, the company in the Blackmail Letter, you know about it? That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road. Anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. From the light was at KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the Sacred Urn. Hey Nick, your phone! Hello? Is this the Wright residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try to find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick! Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person who? That person who doesn't act his age and always says Savari when he's excited. Look at me, ace detective. Okay, stay right there, we're coming to get you. Alright, I'm a little scared. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now sounds like a real cutie. Another one of your special friends. Say goodbye to Mr. Light from me, would you, Larry? No. Oh, there's Natasha. Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya. Pearly. I never thought I'd see the two of you again. Okay, alles wieder gut. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yes, when I arrived, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last? Yup, now that you mention it. Ein bisschen Grabschi machen hier, ne? This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick, come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such of a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true, and truth be told, I have to admit I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard. And smooth. Oh, okay. Well, hello there. Ah! He's here. What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Savari! Shall we say the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime? What? Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. Okay. Müssen wir wirklich jetzt noch mit dir reden? Come on, die Episode ist vorbei. What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow? That's so dramatic. Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? It was becoming a lawyer in the first place.
That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick.
Tomorrow will be a day to remember. I will take the stand. And then, Savari, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thief's co-conspirators.
Conspirators?
You're quick on the defense, I see. However, it is not I that is your greatest enemy. There's a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial.
What are you talking about?
So, lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot.
Godot? 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 Who is this Godot person?
It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth, man pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance of to simply meet him.
Prosecutor Godot. Godot. Ich weiß nicht, wie. Spricht man das Godot oder Godot?
Godot.
The best prosecutor in the country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick?
It's no surprise that a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But today's prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, is currently traveling abroad.
Huh?
In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in this country.
And you agree with that?
Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the look at me of the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, is Godot really that strong?
I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising. Some people spend their entire life idly waiting for his appearance. Uh-huh. You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. To try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than death penalty.
Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is the mask.
My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature.
Looks like we're done investigating for the day.
Sir Lawyer, the stage has been set and all pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin.
New prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial.
Bling. To be continued.
Puh. Das war ein Part mit 2 Stunden, 10 Minuten. Werde ich mal wieder nicht in die Länge ziehen. Und bin gespannt auf den Trial. Mal gucken, was sie so herausfinden. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Part wieder, wo der Dance dann losgeht. Ne? Bis dahin, macht's gut, Leute. Und tschö.